Hey guys, we're back again. Sorry, I've been busy doing other things. I haven't been able to get around to uploading everyone's favorite series, the Google Maps series. I know these always get this is where most of my views are coming from. I should focus mostly on this. Uh, yeah. If you if you remember for the last video, I was talking about Otto Wilhelm Lindholm, and I'll continue on from where I was. In 1864, and for most of 1865, Lindholm was only able to send out boat crews were fitted out with fortnight to search for whales. So here they could only go for a fortnight to search for whales in Sargi Bay, there as well as nearby bays of bays and gulfs. They cruised for whales during the day and camped on the beach at night. Lindholm later purchased two schooners, the Caroline (1865 to 1870), which he had bought from the Russian-American company. I'm going to read about that next. Along with its house, and trying to establish on the point of Maga Bay. Hang on. They bought from the Russian American along with the house and trying I guess, and a 160 ton the Haiyan rice. Great name for the ship, which lasted from 1866 to 1875. Formerly attended to a whale ship a number of years. In 1873 and 1874, he also used the Basque, which is a kind of ship, Turgor, with the Hamana rice, and the tender. With these, just gotta charge the computer. Sorry, kiddos. Where was that to? With these, they managed to catch a large number he could bring back and forth in the surrounding bays, including Ulban and Nusolden. Boats typically sailed up to whales fastened to them by hand with harpoons, and then dispatched either a hand-thrown lance or shot with both more effective bombs, lances, which were fired from shotguns. Once killed, the whales were towed by the several boats and large schooners and taken to Turan or Maga, pulled apart on shore at high water, then fastened at low water. This attracted the attention of a number of bears, which the men had tried to shoot but failed. During one culling, one of them took eight. It usually took them 8 to 10 days. Lindholm, with 2 men and armed with a Winchester, killed 55 of them. So he liked killing bears. The bears even broke into one of the tanks while the men were away fighting chairs off bits of rubber. Blubber, not rubber, there's a difference. During his first decade of whaling, Lindholm managed to catch 65 whales, which produced 4,710 barrels of oil and 15 tons of bone. But the catch at the end of the season was shipped to Honolulu, San Francisco by charter vessel. Lindholm and his men usually wintered at Turgal in the 1860s and in Margam in the 1870s, while the schooners were hauled up onto the riverbank at high tide at the mouth of either the Torrid or Moreton River to be protected from the ice. During spring and autumn, Lindholm travelled to Niskorvilus Nikolaevsk for supplies and men, either by reindeer or canoe. When the grounds were bare and navigation was open by snowshoe and dog sled, when subsequent snow had fallen and the ice was solid fast, they would often do that. Okay. They also did hunting games where they hunted ducks, geese, reindeer, moose, and foxes, and fished for what the hell is that? A tom cod, which is a kind of Atlantic cod. It's a winter cod. It's also found in Virginia. In the Turgal River to provide additional where the dogs were given, they gave the dogs stuff, and they had salmon. They fed the dogs salmon, seal, and whale meat. Lindholm employed his men to desire at his station, including fellow Finns, Torgos, Tungusk, Yakutsk, Americans, Japanese, and Russian, and Pacific Islanders to help him. He and his right-hand man, I don't know how to pronounce that, Tornquist, a Finn like himself, whom he first met in Honolulu in 1853 when he was traveling on the blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah, that was his right-hand man. When Lindholm was promoted to acting captain during that voyage, Tornquist was made acting first officer and served as the captain on the brig of the Sortenfensen Konstantin as well. Tornquist led boats led boat crews and commanded the Hamana rice. Okay. In 1880 and 1881, Lindenhelm fitted the steam brig Cerberus on a whaling expedition. So he started actually getting steamships. The first voyage of such type in the Sea of Omorsk. In 1886 and 1887, he again sent out the Serib on a whaling expedition, this time to the Bering Sea. Okay. Lindenholm settled in Vladivostok in 1873. There he was involved in shipping, banking, business. And yeah, so that's the end. Bye. See you next time.